Right, I kind of thought I'd better make some sort of video. If anybody ever looks back on my really, really old vids, they will see this JPM roller coaster, and they will remember that it had horrendous artwork. And I mean, like, it looks, and you can see there's a bit of glare there because of me, but you know, if you see down there. So all of that artwork there was all completely peeled back, and you can see it's not perfect by any stretch. And that bit there, you actually can't do anything with. And the reason you can't, well, I can't, is that underneath that bit there is where it says start feature. So I've just had to kind of leave it, unfortunately. It won't flake any worse. I'll show you inside in a minute. All of those have been off. The whole panel's been off. I'll try and interject a couple of photos in and show what I've been doing. That bit there, if you can see where 160 is there. Now, if you look from any sort of distance at it, it's still sodding glare, isn't there? You won't really be able to see it at all, but I know I've done it. And then there's a bit underneath 3 nudges there, which I've also, try and make that, that's better, which also made that bit work. So go down the inside. So that's meant to be silver. That has now been painted matte black because it was rusty, so I thought I'd sort that out as well. And then if we look at, that's the worst bit, that's where your number reel is under there. And that bit's just, I'll clean the glass is a bit misty and cloudy. But I've had the whole thing apart, and I will, like I said, I will interject a couple of photos into the vid just to show you what I've had to do. I was going to do this outside, but I just simply couldn't be arsed. It was too cold, so I didn't. So next job is going to be to rebuild it and actually put it back to some sort of working state. The good thing is, though, you can see the bit I've done there. Still see a little bit of remnants of some purple acrylic paint as well, which I'll get rid of. But it's as good as I'm ever going to get it. It really is as good as I'm ever going to get this now. I'm not going to get it any better. Hopefully, when I cut to the next bit, it will have a fully working roller coaster again, which will be exactly where it should be. Ben's lent me, given, stolen, not sure how you put it, an impact mainboard, because I've got about 5 that are all faulty, which is annoying because they don't normally go faulty, but I ended up sorting other people out and never sorted myself out, which is just one of them things, really. Anyway, I will come back, hopefully, with a working unit at some point in the future. Right, okay, so all back together and on. Right, I'm going to turn the light on a minute, hold on. So that was missing altogether. It's now actually almost the same colour as it's meant to be. Not perfect, but it's alright. Let's just shift some of these quids. So that bit there, I kind of regret not just doing that now. Well, that's the bit where it's meant to say, is it start feature or trail held? Trail held, I think it's meant to say. Yeah, trail held. But I can't do anything about that. Some of the rest of the glass was totally gone. You can see that's still showing through a little bit behind there. But actually, see that JPM, it's a bit where I've had to fill it in and I've ended up filling it in black instead of the right colour, and that bit there is just shit. I'll probably redo that at some point. But you'll see a little bit. That Lucky Dip, the P of Lucky Dip, wasn't even there. It was like a bullet hole. Again, there's a little bit that's sort of shining through there underneath. Look, it ain't perfect. But it's a damn sight better than it was. I mean, it's way better than it was. And there's still bits of crack in there, which maybe at some point I'll do the top glass the same, and just because it will preserve it. And you can see bits that I did do, so that you can actually get to that bit. So I filled that in there in black. and then there's another bit there that I filled in black, and there in black, and then there in black. So there are little bits that I've filled in, but it's more to preserve it as much as anything. So there's a little bit of crack in there as well, and then if you look at that, that's all cracked up as well. Whether I'll ever get that decent again, I don't know, but honestly, like, for me, it's one of them machines that I was saying to somebody earlier today, we were talking about it, and I was like, I've ended up just had it sat in a corner robbing parts for other machines, and I don't know, part of it, it's almost like a new build. That's the only way I can describe it. I've literally, if you looked at the photos, I've had to rip this thing completely to pieces just to make it a machine again, and you can see, obviously, if you can see under there, where it's all black now. I mean, I've painted a few things up. There's other bits I'd like to paint up. It's just one of them, really. It isn't that hard a game to get hold of, but with the prices the way they are, it's just, I guess it's original, isn't it? That's the only thing I can say about it, and it's mine. So I've managed to put it, thanks to Ben giving me a main board for it, getting it back on again, because I've got about 5 faulty main boards knocking about at the moment. I've actually got more working processor cards than I've got main boards. I mean, even the coin mech that was inside it was actually the wrong coin mech, so it should be fairly happy, I would have thought. Because it's set to 20p a go, it should remain pretty happy on £8 for a period of time, I'd have thought. And this will be effectively first turn on. I was actually going to say, while I was trying to concentrate on hitting it through a camera, that it had probably killed me anyway. I went back on it and it still gave it me even when I missed it. Obviously just trying to get a roll up at that point. Will it repeat? No, it won't. Use of feet. Don't think it makes me a professional footballer, but makes it a bit easier. I don't think that will have killed it. I'd be quite surprised. Not dead. Donk. It's probably one of them machines I can't sell. Do you know, the weird thing is, even though it has got shitty artwork, considering like it's definitely not a perfect example, people still offer me money for it, good money for it as well, to be fair, and I probably would never sell it. But I'd be happy to play it in an arcade. If I went into an arcade and found a roller coaster that looked like this roller coaster, albeit like it has got about 3 bulbs out in that corner I've just not done, and the reason being is it's a pain in the ass to get to them, I'd still play it. Very rarely give 60, 80, 66, no, 380s and a 60 has to give, doesn't it? Nearly. It's the only way you can get a repeat chance, I think, innit, is if you get dead on £3. I'd have been stuffed then if it had given me respin. I used to love it when it hit that square there and give you the 1. I've got another home arcade session that I've got to sort out. Lad commented on one of the last ones saying, I've got loads of machines in my house, go and play at my house. So he's called Callum. So kind of that's enough. And even better, he's actually in Manchester as well. Like, it's not even the other side of the world. So I need to go to his at some point. I promised Wayne Marshall I'd go to Wayne Marshall's at some point. Then there's probably going to be a few trips. So I've got a few things lined up that I'm meant to be doing. And hopefully I'll get some videos and stuff from those, but we shall see. Ding! Bye-bye. It's full. No idea how much is in it. I just floated it with a load of money and see what happens. I don't know what you actually want there. I just did have a question mark, I think, or tried to. Where does 12 go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, I'll try it down again. Oh no, game over, miscounted. Oh hey ho, I thought that was actually test of strength. Maybe should count better. You'd never know I had a degree, would you? Can't count to 12. Oh well. It's amazing how I've got this far in life. I can do it, just. Right now, this time I can hit 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now if I hit 12's alright. Better miss it now, don't I? Now mine, I'm going to attempt fate after the fucking £1.60 I had before it killed me on one the other day, but mine generally goes to the top. Generally, not always. I'm actually like proper almost, I can't reach the screen and press the button at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my feet, he says. Yeah, I've almost got it all in, look. Almost. Bastard. Will it win? Can't get a much better number than 11, can you? make someone a deal. I'll only sell it to you if you put it in a pub. I think that might have stopped it for a bit. It looks like it might have done. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you appreciate some of the hell I went to get it back together, and I will change that as well, because I've found a load of these that say 20p instead of 10p and stuff, so I'm gonna get them back, get that showing 20p I think. But yeah, I hope you appreciate like the level of shit I went to get this going again, and also to get the artwork half decent. And at some point I will probably have to do that bit and that bit before it starts to get worse. Anyway, thanks for watching.